believe what urine therapy can do for you, what it can fix right away. Now, I think you might think that urine is unsanitary, unclean, and it's been practiced for thousands of years. We're going to get into that today. We're also going to be talking to a few people about what's happened over the last couple of days with a young girl that we talked to right in the middle of the war conflict, and bringing that up. Today is, what is the date actually?
Today's Thursday?
The 9th.
Today's the 9th.
Today's the 9th, and it is step 16, which means that it's a Pisces day, which also means that you might be feeling lazy or spacey today and not exactly with it. So I'm super excited about what's going to be coming on today. Looking for people to come on up. If you have any experience with urine therapy, I want you to come on up. Any experience with urine therapy, come on up and let's chat about it. Because you'll see on our story today, if you go there, you'll see Sophia Lajuba, who is a celebrity over in Asia, helped her friend who had months and months of swelling on the ankle, couldn't walk anymore, was already taking diatomaceous earth, Irish sea moss, and was doing the fascial maneuvers, and then the urine therapy kicked it over. Within like 2 days, she was better. So if you have urine therapy experience, tell me about it. What about pee in the bath? Yeah, that actually does work. Sparkle butterfly. Yeah, urine therapy. Yes, thoughts on reducing cholesterol and high blood pressure. Absolutely. Cholesterol and high blood pressure, mineralize your body, 28-day reset, do the fascial maneuvers. Typically, those go down between the first and the third month. Oh yeah, thank you. That live session yesterday on nutrition, it was pretty great. Appreciate it. Salam, yeah, from UAE. Thank you. How do we make arrangements to book a stay there? You have to be in our Lifestyle Artist program, and if you go through the 28-day reset in the Lifestyle Artist program, you qualify to come to our properties. Lymphoma, yes. DM us and we'll give you some specific details on cancer. Thyroid and parathyroid balance, yes, we can actually do that. Let's see who's up here. Kelly Anderson. Deb Moore, how you doing? P, yes. Not the letter P. Hello.
Hi. Oh my gosh. I was on with you last week. I started the 28-day reset.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
first of all, tell her it's Kelly Anderson, right?
Yes.
Where do you live, and then when's your birthday, so everybody knows?
I live in Michigan, and October 5th.
Right on. So you're a 13-degree Libra, I think.
I finally wrote it all down. I'm new to the astrology part of all of this, but everything else I'm totally in line with. Sun 12-degree, Moon 5 in Leo.
So what was your sun sign? It was
Libra.
13?
Libra 12.
Oh, 12. Okay, so you're Sagittarius, Libra, and your moon again was what?
Leo 5-degree.
Okay. So you're in your mind about what your heart wants all the time.
Oh wait.
And what was your rising again?
What does that mean?
Oh, the AC or ascendant.
AC is 14-degree Scorpio, 14 Scorpio.
Oh, so yeah, you think a lot about emotions and the other side and people's things. You can't lie to you. Your ego picks up a lot like that.
That's a lot of the work that I do. I am a life coach, and I'm always I combine it with pain and discomfort, people's disease, and try to figure out where their discomfort and pain is from.
Oh, when you said I combine my life coaching with pain and discomfort, I'm like, would you wrestle them down on the ground? And it's like, hey, do this or else.
They do kind of feel that way sometimes. I smack them across the face a little bit.
Yeah, your Scorpio side, you can't lie to it. And that Leo side is always thinking about the heart. So you have a good radar, good intuition.
Yeah, very.
So tell me, so you started the 28-day reset. What's going on?
So yesterday was day 2. I don't know if this is typical for most people, but I did the 1 day, the 3 day, the 7 day. I have been experiencing for the last 3 years torturous pain in my right shoulder, but it moves around. It's like sometimes it's in my shoulder, sometimes it's my trap, sometimes I'll get this in my bicep. I'll get like it just binds up. And I had thought that it probably was my gallbladder, and I was doing stuff for that, and then I would get away from it because I'm like, nope, that's not what it is. And anyways, last night it was for the last couple of days. It's just been torturous. And last night, after I did the day 2, and the day 2 was facial maneuvers, and the regular 15-minute reset. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in so much pain, and I was like, I'm gonna do the gallbladder thing. I grabbed my gallbladder and just pinched it, and I don't have a gallbladder. It was taken out. I know you told me I might still have one, and man, the pain just subsided. It just went like it just kind of slowly released from my arm. Well, and right before that, I was holding my arm and I was trying to do in my head and trying to do that release where you say, I thank you, pain, for showing me what I need to know. And I'm ready to let go of you now. And then I did the gallbladder thing, and
Yeah, it works. It works like crazy. It's that because our body's a bunch of lines or layers of fascia which have lines through them. And when the organ's upset, all those lines that are associated are upset, and they're pretty dramatic. It's like imagine pinching your shirt here like this, and you can't lift your shoulder. Well, that is actually right up here would be large intestine, and if I had grief, it would be pinching there, rolling in.
well,
But let that go,
part
then all of a
it.
sudden I have my flow back. Yeah.
So I was watching the video of the fascia and how they're like little tubes.
Yeah.
And in here on my right hand side, they're not little.
Right. Yeah. There's pressure in it.
Oh my
And
gosh.
well, you're gonna find a corresponding issue in your left hip.
Yep. Yep, for sure. Oh yeah. So I was looking forward to that kind of releasing too. So well, part of it I thought, oh, it's just because I have to lay on my hip every day. I have to lay on my right side. I have a heating pad I put on. That's the biomass. I put that on, and it's the only thing I can do to get through the night. But yeah, those fascia are like the size of a pencil right here. Only on this side though.
Yeah.
But then I have that throughout my whole body. It's like what people think is cellulite. I have it in my neck, and I have it in my stomach.
I do not believe in fat the way we talk about it anymore.
And I know that, but I don't know what that is. But it's that, what did you call it? Crystallized something.
It's basically if I have a lot of anger, you can feel somebody holds a lot of anger, or if they have a wild anger event, you'll feel like fluid retention around the liver. And if I have a low level of anger, that fluid retention will stay there, and it will stay there for a long time, years. And over time, that fluid that's there begins putrid, starts to get like brown, and it stays too long and gets white. And this is where I have some of the top athletes in the world that are asking the question, well, what is this tissue, this apoptosis tissue? What is it? How come it's hard over here? How come it's puffy over here? And so they're starting to question what's really going on. And I can just tell you that I don't even believe I even know the answer. I just know that I can observe certain facts. And if I hold emotions over time, those emotions will win, and they become what looks like fat. What we call fat.
Yeah. Or cellulite.
Well, cellulite is a funny one because cellulite is like little bumps. Like if I pull my shirt across like this, I get all these little bumps over here. So I move around, and it's like I get all these bumps and pulls. Well, if there's layers of fascia, and one of the layers down there is stuck, then all around it, the skin and the fascia pull, and that's what we look at, like typically here, calling cellulite.
Right.
But I say this all the time. I have like, especially young women who are CrossFit athletes or athletes, and they're like 6 and 8% body fat. And it's not likely that they got cellulite. Cellulite just doesn't make sense for what it is. And when I was growing up, if you go back like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, nobody had cellulite. You either were in shape or you were fat. There wasn't an in between. Even if you're a little heavier, you had curves, guys and girls, but it wasn't like when I went to school. I look back, there was not. I couldn't find one person who you consider to be fat when I went to school, and this is in the 70s, right?
Right. Yeah. My daughter's 15. She's an athlete. She's a gymnast, but does everything, and she does right around the top of her thighs. She's got cellulite, and she has that pain that I've always had my whole life, where if you just kind of touch certain areas, my back and my arms or whatever, it hurts. And I believe that it is that.
When's her birthday?
Her birthday is May 17th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so she's holding it. Yeah. She ignores her
Oh,
emotions completely.
for sure.
Yeah.
She doesn't want anything. She doesn't want to talk about them. Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. And over this area here, this is gallbladder. This is spleen through here. This is gallbladder, and this is stomach that goes all the way down here. So it's desire, worry, resentment.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. That makes sense even for myself. I always say that the inside of my legs look like elephant fat or like that baby fat, and that spleen and that stuff, all that makes total sense. I have been soaking in the bath every day, two times a day, morning and night, and I feel so. I feel my nervous system just settling, doing the diatomaceous earth and I put borax and essential oils and a little bit of salt, and I take my thighs and I kind of just pull the skin and whatever, and I can feel all of that like loosening, and I just needed this component of my shoulder to just be done with.
Well, it's so good that it's already starting to move, and you're only a week in. It just gets better. Honestly, the lifestyle of the 28-day reset is to make you aware of the things that are in your life that are causing malfunctions and give you a bunch of tools that you can start applying. After that, there's the Lifestyle Artist program if you want to take it further, and that's where we get into the deeper part and the emotions and that. And almost everybody who stays in that process for 3 months has radical transformation. Even that first month is usually enough to show people like, whoa, something changed.
Yeah, I'm totally like plan on doing it.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing, and I want to talk to you at the end of 28 days and see how that goes.
Yeah, for sure. I did get my supplements that you sent me, and I'm using them. Super appreciative. That turmeric, I do feel like is.
Yeah, it's hard to explain because it's not curcumin as a supplement. It's a medication that we're allowed to sell as a supplement because the primary ingredient is the supplement.
Yeah.
But that 30, because it's Power Kirk 30, that 30 is 30% of that supplement is called bio-BDMC. It's the active ingredient that makes the fascia decompress and stops the inflammation. And fascia, every part of our body has fascia in it and around it.
Yeah, it's powerful. I can feel it.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like. So, check in with me at the end of your 28 days. Okay?
I thank you so much. I'm just like to not be in pain is just going to be amazing. I can't imagine what my life's going to be like.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. Okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. Can you look at the schedule on Friday? Is it today? Yelena, we got you on Friday, right? Just making sure. Okay. Question. Urine therapy. Okay, so I'm looking for somebody who has done urine therapy. I'm going back in here. My video is so clear today. Oh, thank you. I'll take that. Why do you take borax? Actually, borax, the main component is boron. If you go look at it, if you DM us, we'll send you an NIH report on boron. And then you won't have to ask anymore. How often should I drink urine? I do 5 days a week. Okay. So Jada Yoga, are you actually using it right now? Yeah, Jada Yoga. If you contact Aisha right now, there's a possibility we can get you in. Contact Aisha right now. I'm gonna screenshot this. Hey, Lisa, Jada Yoga, asking about. She she lives there, so too. So she just missed it. So can you get Jada Yoga? So contact Aisha through the DMs. Say it's last minute. I think we had some people cancel last minute, so I think we can probably do that. Okay, Rene Sloane, I want to talk to you. What is the urine you're drinking? What is urine that you're drinking? It's my urine.
Hello?
Hi, Rene.
Hello, I think I got my camera backwards here. Hold on.
That's
There we
okay.
go.
Oh my gosh. Look at your forehead.
I know. Look at this. I used to have two lines going right here and here, and they're like hardly, I don't know if you can see them. I can't see you, but they're hardly visible anymore.
Hey, Rene, where do you live?
I'm in Michigan,
And your birthday again?
November 20.
Okay, November 20th. Okay. So you are you're a master level Scorpio, you're 27 degree?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So you're 27-degree Scorpio, so you're Aries, you're all about taking action, taking charge. So tell me about your urine therapy experience. Because, you know, I'll tell you something about mine, is that I've used it clinically for people in extreme cases. I've had doctor friends of mine who have used it themselves. One of the world's leading vascular surgeons, his wife is going to die if she didn't remove an impact on the bowel, and she did urine therapy. It went away within a day. So, and then finally, a guy on here is a friend of mine, Mark Luke. He was addicted to opiates from a gunshot wound and a stabbing, and I asked him, I said, how'd you break the addiction? He goes, urine therapy. And I'm like, really? How long did it take? And he goes, 1 day. So after that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna dive into this further. And also too, what a lot of people don't know is that a lot of the cosmetic products have urine in them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of really high-end cosmetic products. The ones that you get from a dermatologist or somebody who's a plastic surgeon, stuff like that. A lot of the base of it's urine. And also for all you bodybuilders out there, Anavar, which is a steroid you use for cutting up, is made from pregnant female urine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of history around this. So tell me, when did you hear about it? How did you get it?
Yeah. I'm in the 28-day reset for the second round now, and my second week, or my first week is just done today. But I heard you on your lives talking about it, and then like one of the persons in my first set of 28-day reset that I was communicating with got bold and said, I'm trying it. And at first too, I was very hesitant. I'm like, I just don't know if I can like do that. But he too said that he had like great results from it, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm not like afraid to try things and do things. So I'm like, I'm gonna try it. And so I followed your regimen of the DE, and I put like a tablespoon of DE in there, my borax, and then some lime juice.
Yeah.
And chug it.
And so how long did it take? First of all, what were the first things you noticed? Did you notice any sensations in your body?
Just like I felt like I was, like my vitamins that I was taking, my supplements that I was taking, I felt like I could feel them working better.
Right.
And just kind of a more calm feeling of like, okay, this is settling me. course, lately, being Scorpio, I've had a lot of emotions.
Oh, and you're coming up. You're in that last little bit of your transit, so it's going to be very thick and heavy for you as a Scorpio.
It's been, yeah, and like a lot of emotions coming up, and a lot of just, I mean, I can cry at the drop of a hat. Somebody comes on and tells their story, and I'm sitting there bawling too, you know.
So you start to feel the things in your body working better, and did it change your thought process? I
go really on a roller coaster right now in my thought process. I know it's working. I see more visual things, like the lines on my forehead, my skin. I have some like little bumps on my thumb, like going down my thumb.
Yeah.
There's like three little bumps, and those are getting better.
That's your lungs, by the way.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's I have them on both sides, so that makes sense.
And so the lines in your forehead cleared up, your visual, so your eyesight cleared up. What about energy levels throughout the day?
Yes, more energy. It was more energy. Yesterday I got really tired in the evening.
That's okay. Yesterday you got it. You're also battling the astrology right now, because I've been almost locked up. And even though that I have a consistent routine, the last 10 days I've been like crashing, going from meeting to meeting.
I'm just looking at this. My son Austin is watching this.
Hi, Austin. Hey, Austin, don't get pissed off. It's only urine.
I can't believe he's watching Human Garage. It's not like him.
There you go. When's his birthday?
July 23rd.
Oh, he's a Leo. That's pretty funny.
I have two that were born on July 23rd, 5 years apart.
Wow.
Born on the same day, yeah.
You had two kids born on the same day, 5 years apart.
Yeah.
I bet you got a lot of Gemini in your chart too. A lot of 5 in your chart.
I'm not sure.
Well, it's a 27 degree that makes you an Aries Scorpio. So that's a leader, take charge, get action, where a lot of Scorpios sit back. Like a lot of Scorpios don't want to say anything to you. But as a 27 degree, you'd be happy to say it to them.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Jupiter is a Gemini.
So you open up.
My true node is a Gemini.
There you go. What degree of Gemini? Your true node.
True node is 4, and Jupiter,
what about your Jupiter?
Is 20. My Jupiter
20?
is a 29 degree. Yeah,
okay.
29.
Okay, there you go. You are a grandmaster in opening up, and I'm a 29 degree Sag, which is exactly opposite. And I'm an Aries, Sag, Virgo. So Capricorn. So you're basically, you're like the opposite of my disposition, like on the same frequency, but the polar opposite. And I'm a 29 degree Sag, and you open up 29 degree Gemini. Gemini and Sagittarius are just like literally two ends of the spectrum. So there's a lot of similarities in how they process, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then any number that nets to 5 in your chart, like if you have 5 degree, or if you have 23 degree, or if you have 14 degree on those charts, that's all a Gemini placement too.
Okay. Yep. I got it. My Venus is 14 degree Capricorn.
Oh, you're the same. Okay, your Venus is my emotions. So your emotions, my emotions are your relationships. So there's a lot of similarity between us in the way that we would process.
Yeah.
So So that's interesting. See, the reason why I said that is that you had two children born on the same day, 5 years apart. 5 is Gemini. So in other words, that number 5 is going to show up all the way through you, and Gemini is going to show up through your life, which means that you're coming out of the shadows and you're coming into what's your midheaven? Out of curiosity. That's the MC below the AC.
20 degrees Taurus.
Yeah, so you're becoming well, I'm going to use the word government, but you're becoming a governmental leader, or a leader, a caregiver in leading people and helping people learn how to make things, build things, how to create things, how to manifest things. That's what you're becoming in your life. And so and you're coming out of the shadows right now, and Gemini is about communication. So you're going to do it through communicating.
Okay. Well, that's kind of my goal, is to get into the school systems, because I'm a retired teacher, and communicating this to kids that are struggling in school.
You know what? If we gave all our kids urine therapy, their struggles would go away pretty quick. And you know, I was explaining it to somebody the other day. I was trying to give them some context around it, and there's a lot of understanding or a misunderstanding about how the body works. And you know, I went through that. I went through all the standard stuff, all the science stuff, and even all the esoteric stuff, and it still didn't. It got to a point, but it stopped working. Like, it got me to a point that it stopped working, and I'm like, okay, I've tried everything, but I'm not where I want to be. So what do I do next? And then so everything after that point had to be from something new. Couldn't take from the old. Couldn't have any privity. Couldn't bring from the old to put into the new. So that's when I started looking at the body a different way, and we developed this whole idea of fascial maneuvers. And you know, to be honest with you, I'm not that smart. So it's like there was a series of things that led to things, and I was guided into a process, and I was guided into an understanding of how my body worked, and then a communication with my body, and then my body just told me to do this, do that. This is right, this is wrong. And I started listening to my body. And the body is the primary communication. We were born to just be human being, not human doing. But we become human doings where we're busy doing stuff, and we're born doing stuff, and we're in routines and schedules and stuff like that, which stops us from being. And we do this to our kids. We can script them right away. You have to go to school. You have to learn, because you have to get a good job. If you don't get a good job, you're not going to be successful in life. You're gonna be a loser. So you have to do that. And then there's shame around it. And it's like, but look at the top leaders in the world today. Top leaders in the world, like literally, most of them are high school or flunk outs, or you know, have like a lot of the top leaders are dyslexic. They have disabilities. Like Elon Musk, he's a dyslexic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So was Einstein, right?
Einstein was, yeah. And the reason why is because the herd thinks a certain way, and everybody thinks like the herd, so you can't get past it. In order to find something new, I have to think other than the herd. And dyslexia or any disability puts us outside. My disability was, I literally was never settling. I would experience something, and I wouldn't settle with the answers that I was given, because the answers I was given just didn't make sense. I couldn't logically process them. You know, they're like, you know, like when I got into healthcare, they were like, oh, that's just how the body is. You know, I'd ask, well, why is it that way? Well, you know, and they would give me a reason. Okay, so why is it that way? So why are the bones structure? Well, because they're the hardest, most solid things in the body, and they stand there. And so why don't the bones touch? Well, that's just how the body is. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. In this reality, there is an answer for everything, including manifestation. Like if something appears that wasn't there, there's still an answer for it. We just haven't discovered it yet. Yeah. Or some people have and some people don't. And when I got into healthcare, they would about a third of the conversation with any doctor, any practitioner, any scientist, when you ask enough questions, it comes down to, well, that's how the body is. And I'm like, to the people that work for me, I'm like, you're not allowed to say that anymore. If you say that, you're no longer going to be here. Because you can say, I don't know. You can say, I don't want to know. I don't know how to know. You can say any of those things. I will find out. But if you tell me that's how the body is, what you're saying is it's magic. And if you're a man or a woman of science and you're telling me it's magic, then you're not of science anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I'm healing. I just get really scared about it.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
natural.
like these.
You're not scared about healing. Fear's coming out of your body. You're healing from fear. So as it comes out, when you have a big emotion, your job of your brain is to explain your circumstances.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you got a really big emotion, the brain looks for whatever reason it can get. And that's why when somebody's really angry, they say, "No, it's you. No, it's this, it's that." But the truth is, it's that. You know, it's like if I'm really, really stressed out and something happens and I stub my toe, it's like, damn it, that chair's in the middle of the way, it's got in my way, that chair, stupid chair. Then if I stub my toe and I'm really calm, I'm like, oh man, that was kind of stupid. Why was I walking there?
Right.
And this is why, because when the emotions are too big, the brain has to explain it. And if it can't explain it, the reason why is because if it can't explain it, then it runs a loop and it keeps trying to explain it, even if we're not consciously aware of it. And those loops can run for, days, weeks, months, years, decades. And then, over time, it's like opening a window on a computer. If I can't explain it, I open a window on a computer and it keeps running. And then I have another one, open another window, another window, another window, another window. All of a sudden I have thousands of windows open and my computer can no longer process. That's like if I have 1,000 windows open on my computer, I try to move my mouse, it goes like this. And that's what Parkinson's looks like.
Okay. Yeah. I like, now that you said that, those little bumps are my lungs, and I've always had issues with my lungs, and it like puts a lot of fear in me, and like, okay, I want it to go away, and I'm like, okay, know that it's going to go away with what I'm doing, but it's like, it doesn't happen fast enough for me.
Yeah, that's your 29 or 27 degree. That's your, I've got to get it done now. It's like leadership, like now, action.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm a 21 degree Aries in my rising, and 27 is an Aries number. So that's part of it. And the journey for me was to learn to trust my body. And I'm still going through it. Like the last part of it is my mouth. But everything in my body has changed, like to this insane level. Like I walk around throughout the day and I just can't believe I'm in this body. Like I haven't felt this good since any time, even when I was a kid. But
and that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for this like super high of feeling amazing, and I feel really, I feel pretty good, but right now, I've got a lot of tightness, like.
Okay, I can tell you when that's going to happen for you. 22nd.
Oh, good. I can't wait for the 22nd then, because.
And the 22nd, you're going to feel like a completely different person. It could be the 23rd, but on one of those two dates, you will feel like a different person because you're coming up. You are a Scorpio. We're in Scorpio, which is boundaries. You're facing boundaries with yourself. You're now in boundaries with your community, the people around you, your family, your friends, where you work or used to work or what you do. Those are the boundaries now. And then you're going to go into, in another 4 days or 5 days, you're going to go into boundaries for the world. Then you come into your birthday, and it's like it all comes back together. And then within your birthday may not be the same as your step day. That's why, because that changes every year. That's why I said by the 23rd. And it might happen on the 20th. It might happen on the 21st. But I guarantee you will feel like something's shifted because you've already done all this work. Now you're in this program and you're doing all the stuff for your body. Now it's all going to start to converge, and it converges right around your birthday.
Okay, good. Because I'm just waiting for that. I'm like, I know I'm doing all this, and that was one of my frustrations is like, I'm doing all this. I'm doing, I did 28-day reset. I'm doing it again, and I'm still not feeling this shift of like, I still have a of just tightness in my neck, and then I have
So count. So the tendency for you is to count what's not done. So count what is done. So every day I go, okay, I got lines in my forehead gone. Oh, I have better energy today. Oh, I can see better today. And focus only on the things that are going good, not the things that are going bad.
I know, and when I do that, I feel better. But I need to refocus my head right now and get that in that space, that good space.
Is that your son calling you?
No, it was, I don't know what it was. I didn't answer.
Well, listen, let's do this. Let's talk right after your birthday and see if it works, and continue to do the urine therapy right up to your birthday, and then just watch the changes. For me, what was happening was we have filtered water, so I would urinate in my bath. I would have hydrogen peroxide. I'd have diatomaceous earth. I'd have borax, and I'd drink the water from my bath. And then I didn't realize it'd been about 3 weeks of this, and I had all this massively good energy, and I didn't realize that I was actually feeling that good. And then I'm like, holy crap, I just realized I haven't had a nap in 3 weeks, and I feel fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I've been feeling very chilled. I like get chilly, really chilly, like inside. And I like, oh, it's
healing.
so uncomfortable.
That's healing. Sometimes when you do a fascial maneuver, you'll get really cold afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, my hands been really cold, my feet.
Yeah, that's your small, and you could do more of the psoas release here, belly button torque, bladder release, the same as the psoas release. Just do more of that, and that will actually help, because what's going on there is usually when you're getting the coldness, it's because this is occupying too much energy.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so let's check in after your birthday.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Hey, Renee, thank you.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Anybody else got your urine going on? Let us know. Thank you very much, Renee. Okay, medical medium suggests that D is not good for the intestines because of sharp microparticles of powder. Yes, I have heard of such a thing. That's diatomaceous earth, not food grade. If it's not food grade, it's heated up, and that silica becomes glass, crystalline structure, which will tear your intestines to shreds. So I appreciate what he's saying. Diatomaceous earth has been used for a long time. He was looking at, hey, look, you can be a medical medium, you can be anything else. And look, I get stuff wrong all the time too. But we have hundreds of thousands of people around the world doing it. This has been used in traditional therapies for literally hundreds of years. This is not something that's new. It's been around for a long, long time. I do appreciate what he's saying, and that's true if you get not food grade, okay? So thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that. That's one, I get that all the time because I respect the guy, and I'm looking at him, I always say, well, how often, why would he say that? And then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's not food grade. Of course it's not food grade, yeah. What did I eat or drink during the 44-day fast? Lisa, nothing. Water. Actually, we didn't drink much water. So we did different things. We would drink a couple glasses of water a day, but there's this one part of the fast where we would drink about a glass of grape juice a day. We tried chlorophyll. What's going on, man?
I was thinking about what we ate during...
Yeah, we don't eat during the fast. That's the whole point. So it's fast. Or they should call it slow, because as I slowed down, I got faster. It's 12:37 tomorrow where I am, and I'm going to do it, people. I'm pure. Yeah, urine is magic. I'm cheeky. Sorry for that. My dad and grandfather's. Oh, yeah. Belly girl. You want to do it live? Let's try it. Somebody want to do it live? All you have to do is go to the bathroom, put it in a cup. Hey, where are you, in Australia?
Yes, I am the girl that showed you the moon once.
Yeah, you showed me the moon. I remember. Yeah,
yes.
I remember that. Hey, we got an Aussie over here. Well, Kiwi Aussie over here. She's been in Australia for 15 years. Mary, she's doing our social media now.
Is it Mary?
Yeah.
I I'm sorry, but I seem to message on here, and I message people because I don't have many people around me to speak my language. That I find I'm sharing as if you're all my friends.
Yeah.
And one of your recent airport visits, I blinked at the most perfect time because my eyes were open and I saw this New Zealand passport go past. So I DM'd you guys and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got one of those.
Are you a Kiwi in Australia too?
I am a Kiwi.
Yeah. Are you in Australia though?
Yes, I live in Australia.
Yeah.
My partner, he is a Kiwi as well.
Yeah.
We are here in Australia in Perth. We're not sure why, but we do know why. You know what I mean? And
So you gotta move tonight?
No, but there was the one the other night, and you were all. It was funny. The last full moon. Sorry, it is 12, probably 47 now here, and I start waking everybody up. Sorry, I'm excited, guys.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. I'm excited for you to do the urine therapy. It like the first time that
I'm just gonna make a little noise. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, family. I'm opening the garage door. I'm in the garage.
Yeah. So doing urine therapy the first time, you get usually like a lot of tingling and stuff moving around. It's pretty bizarre.
Here it is. That is the sky. That's the street lights, not the moon. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
But there's the sky. That's tomorrow, guys. Yes, so the more I'm listening to you, I can feel myself telling myself. It's always been in my mind because I've always used it. Not always, sorry. I grew up being told by my I was lucky I had my great-grandparents as well as my grandparents around me when I was young.
Yeah.
And I would often get styes and they would tell me we say mimi for pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll tell me.
Yeah, you just put urine and you put it on a cotton and you put it on. Yeah.
So you laugh it off and we're all cheeky about it, but secretly we all would go in there and do it. Yeah, and then the next day it would be gone.
Yeah, and
So I would just do that. I would just do that on my eye, and it was only my eye. It was only a sty, but I've always had this stronger feeling about it. Never thought into it, and now I'm listening to all of you, and I'm sitting here going, "Well, it's time, girl."
You know what?
I'm sitting by the fridge.
It'd be great to see it the first time because what happens is it changes your face. Especially if your body's been under a lot of stress, it changes. Literally, your face will change within minutes.
Well, I apologize. I missed the last lady's name.
Yeah,
but she might be my twin. So
I can't remember. Are you a Sagittarius? Are you a Sagittarius?
I might have been once. I'm a Capricorn.
Oh yeah, Capricorn. That's right, Capricorn. When was your birthday
again?
I
feel like I'm all of them, Gary.
When you your Capricorn? When again? When's your birthday?
7/1/1974.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. You're a Sagittarius Capricorn, I think you are. I think you're a 12 degree.
Oh, and I'm so into all of you that I'm even at a point with technology. I'm like, am I really looking at a correct a chart? Is this a real chart I'm reading? It's like I want to ask you for you to read it from the same chart that you've read because I don't know any of my degrees or anything. Yeah,
I think you're either a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Sagittarius. You're either 11 or 12 degree. But you got a lot of that adventure energy in you, that student and teacher energy.
I'm at a point in life when if I don't smile, people think it's the end of my world because I was just born smiling. I just naturally smile, so when I don't smile, people either smile too much or not enough. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I tell people I was born smiling, and it's funny I say that because all three of my children, that's the first thing they did to me. The doctor put them on my stomach. They did a push-up and they smiled, and I was like, oh my God, here we go. Push-up challenge on.
Yeah. Well, listen, you gotta take a video before and after,
Okay.
and a picture before and after, and then do your urine therapy, and then share it with us.
And I feel like because I've even write questions on your live as if you're gonna answer them instantly, and here I am speaking to you. But I feel like when you tell us the urine therapy, like I don't even feel like I want to read up about it. Or like I was asking, is there a dosage, or do you have an advice on dosage? Or
Yeah, I do about I do about 4 tablespoons probably. It's not precise. I'm not measuring really, but it's probably about 4 tablespoons or something. Yeah.
I think probably society's made me think, well, you take this 3 times a day.
Yeah.
But
it's more about. There's a couple things. There's a pH issue that it solves right away. People go, well, if you put lime in it, it changes the pH. And but that's not how it regulates the pH. It gives a feedback loop, a signaling loop, like connecting your battery to a ground. And then that regulates the body, which then regulates the pH. And that's why, like, if I'm acidic and I take a lemon, I'm going to have a pH change, but it's non-specific. It's not exact. It's just like shooting a shotgun at a squirrel. You're probably going to get it, but you might miss it, but you might only get a few pieces in. But if you shoot a sniper rifle at a squirrel, then you're going to get it right away. And that's what the urine is. It's a sniper rifle, because what it's doing is it's giving your body the exact feedback loop that it needs. And when I was in class, somebody was asking, we basically didn't urinate. We didn't defecate for 6 weeks. We didn't urinate, basically. I remember urinating sometimes once every 3 or 4 days. And what that was happening is that when NASA studied this guy, NASA studied a guy who was living off the sun energy. And they verified it. They said he lives off the sun energy. And there's 2 people that have been studied like this. And what they showed in his body biologically is that his bladder would take the urine and then recycle it back into the body. That's your feedback loop.
Oh, you're just making my brain and all my thoughts just so happy. Oh, sorry, Garry. The things you say, and I listen to you, I have to admit, I've been a loner. I've realised most of my life, and I love it when you say things, because I find it hard to explain myself. Yeah. And I just like, why I say I'm explaining my is because I understand totally what you're saying to me. And it's overwhelming for me.
It's more
because I thank you. I appreciate everything, but it's, sometimes the last lady, sorry, I forgot her name again. Much love to you, lady. She said something, and it's like, we get to a point and you're like, you have a good day, and you sort of start to wonder about this high, this shift, this feeling. And I could have that feeling, and then it could be gone because something else has shifted. But just things you're saying, I think it's been part of my growing up. Like, it's connected with, everything's connected, right? But even how I was brought up culturally, I just want to acknowledge that for myself and for you all, because there's a lot of division out there. And I've watched a lot of things, and people, it's all joining together. But I have to say, Garry, you're on my top #1 list. And I'm going to help spread the word. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's just lovely. I'm sorry. I don't have to apologize, but sorry, everybody, if I'm not bringing anything out for you.
No,
you are all bringing something out for me to let me know in my heart and soul that, like, my feet are down there, but they're not. They're deeper than that. And it's just making me realize, being a loner, that I'm not alone.
You're not. And that's the journey, is to realize that you're not alone. It's what you're referring to is a frequency. The frequency is, we use words to explain a frequency, but you resonate at a frequency.
Oh, Yes, so much. I get so excited during the day. I feel like I want to ring you just to share what's been going on. And then, I catch you at this time, 12:37 a.m. And then I'm half asleep. And then now I'm all excited with Garry. And I feel like I could go for a run up the street right now. I just remembered something. I get a bit off the track with my heart and soul. But you often talk about, the fasting and the not eating for days and the sleeping and the patterns, like what we've been told and instilled in us, you must have 8 hours sleep or else, I've never been an 8 hour sleeper. I've stayed up for nights, and when I'm at my most highest level in a moment, I'm a sports person. So like when I'm at my highest, everyone's asking me, what have you eaten, what have you done, and they've always thought I'm crazy because I've said, well, actually I've eaten nothing. I don't even have water in my bag. I forgot, but I was like, there's water in the ground, I'll find it. So when you talk about that stuff as well, I'm excited I remembered this because I forgot to bring it up last time. Yeah, it's just really, I thank you again, Garry, because I've talked to people, and you all know this, but I've never had a chance to have a real conversation, because when people ask, oh, now, it's almost like, I'm like, oh my God, they want some advice, and I get all excited. And then I share my experience and they look at me like, oh, what are you on? What are you taking? I'm like, oh, I'm just on life, really. And I've just been living and learning within myself. And now I've met you all. I haven't met everyone in here, but I feel like a connection somehow. Yeah. Besides technology, I feel like, it's just nice to have this. You're my little radio station here, people. Thank you very much. I've just tuned in, and thank you for allowing me to listen.
Yeah, I'm experienced. So seriously, take a video, share your experience, take a picture, do it before and after, because things will change. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
bye, Melly girl.
Sorry, I'll get going. Okay, bye, Garry. Much love to you all.
Much love.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, UTIs, herpes, bacterial infections, anything like that. If there's no infection now, is urine safe? Yes. Urine in the bath already? Yes. I mean, absolutely. If you have an external, issue like herpes breakout, simplex 1, simplex 2, you already heard from her, sty in the eye. You can take urine, put it out, and actually put it right on the sores. They'll usually go away within a day or so. But I do recommend it. And we're in a world where people are finally ready to listen. And this isn't new. This has been done. And if you want, you can DM us and we'll send you some articles, medical articles, including peer-reviewed and scientific, including NIH. There's a lot of information on this, but if you go Google it, you're going to get all the contradictory science up front because they don't want you to do it. I can guarantee that. But right away, when you dig in and one layer below, you're going to find very, very quickly, you're going to find that it actually is true. It actually does work. They've been doing it for thousands of years. Best Ayurvedic doctors in the world do it. You want to grab Lisa? We have to shut it down. So can you grab Lisa, please? We have to shut it down quickly. So we're going to do, urine therapy and mental health. You'll find, because it balances out, what is mental health? Mental health is I don't feel good in my body. I'm trying to get out of my body or get emotions out of my body. Doing it daily. Yes. Thank you, Jada Yoga. Hey, send some pictures of you guys doing it. Yeah, let's make it a thing. Like, take it out, take your glass of urine, however you do it. Do it live. Show us. Yeah, absolutely. Stand proud. Yeah, Anthony's. We're gonna go offline for a minute here. Claire, bachelorette number 16, is going to be coming live. Now she is a Grandmaster Pisces, 29 degrees. It's on a Pisces day. It's 16 degrees. So we're going to be going live in a few minutes so we can cut it out as a segment as part of a series. Yes, it will work for ringworm and everything else. People have told me, and I've had lots of reports from people and practitioners that has worked on ringworm and everything else. Let me change my statement. So yeah, we're gonna go offline here for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna come back with Bachelorette number 16, Claire Crawley, and we're gonna be talking about the impact of breast implants, explant surgery, etc. Awesome. Thank you guys. Talk to you in a few minutes.